So my name is Peter Muchai. I'm a marketer by profession, now more into digital marketing. I'm a businessman. Interesting is there's an evolution of business because of how everything has evolved from what was the normal marketing to now we're at AI space. There's a digital part of the digital marketing using AI. Before it was just you go to a media house and they do your marketing strategy for you. Now you can literally do it almost by yourself, using AI. So that's the space I moved into, digital marketing. And because of my marketing background, I moved in also into trade, international trade. So I look at doing export from Africa to Asia, mainly China. I'm also looking at Europe and other parts of Asia and the Middle East. I find that we concentrate too much on doing trade in Africa when there's all this political influence and bad policies that affect business in Africa, even in Kenya. So I've been targeting, basically looking at business outside, creating job opportunities for young people by teaching them how to do trade outside. So you don't look at Kenya, look at what can I get from Uganda and sell in China? What can I get from Zambia and sell in China? That's what I've been looking at. So that's pretty much me. I think the key part is to have good mentors. Mentorship is very important because mentorship and leadership kind of influence each other. Your mentor is not usually your age. Your mentor is usually older, more experienced, somebody who's probably, even if not in your field, but at least they are a mentor. They understand business, they understand whatever space you may be in. I think it's also key for the young leaders or the young potential leaders or young business people to look out for bad leadership. Nobody has to tell you what that is. You can see for yourself. You can see in policy, in how people are doing business. If somebody is not honest as a businessman, then that person cannot be your mentor, you see. So you need to also learn what kind of business do you do? There are a lot of people in Africa and all over the world who you ask them, what business do you do? And they can't tell you. Tell you I'm just a businessman. What does that mean? Because these people are not doing legitimate business, you see. We hear of people who are wash, whatever that may be, whatever it means. There are people who say they're wash, or they are termed as wash, but that cannot be your mentor, you see. Let's even come closer to home. When you look at your MCA, for example, if your MCA is not managing his portfolio properly, can that be your mentor? Can that be an example of a leader? Go to MP, go to senator, go to governor. Those are the things that you look at. You cannot have mentorship of a leader from bad leaders. We need to get away from that. You need to figure out who is an honest leader based on just the information you can gather about their business, what they do, about even their personal profiles. And then that's how you decide who's going to be a mentor to help you learn to be a leader. Because unfortunately, we have very bad examples of leaders in Africa and the world over. We have a lot of bad leaders who are coming preaching water while they're drinking wine, you see? And that's what we have. That's what you as young people have to avoid. You have to look at the bad leaders and kick them out and look for leaders who can motivate you to succeed. A lot of leaders cannot motivate even themselves. So with what has been happening all over the world, there's intelligence, there's business intelligence migration. There's people who are moving from, let's say Black Americans are moving from America and they want to come to Africa. Why is that? It's because they've realized there's opportunities here. We are the last frontier. All the minerals, all the top minerals in the world are found here in Africa. We have some of the most educated population per capita, if you want to call that. We have very young people like yourselves who are very educated, and you're not getting the opportunities because people are not investing in you. And that is why this kind of meeting brings out, we invite our African American brothers to come to Kenya, see what we're about, see the possibilities, and also open our eyes to opportunities we may not see from sitting here. You know, I once saw a story where someone wrote an article and he said, why is it that our young people are getting educations here and then migrating to go and work in other countries? But why is it everyone in the West is moving here, and from Asia they're coming to invest in Kenya and in Africa? It's because they're seeing opportunities. We need to teach our young people to see opportunities here. Don't run from your country. Look at what you can do for your country. How can you invest in your country? And how can people like the Accelerator right now is going to bring in all kinds of professionals from America who look like me and you. See, they're black people like me and you. They'll motivate you. This is possible here. This is possible in this space. And that's what we need. You need to see people like you making it out there so that they motivate you. Now, if you have all your peers are not making it, who is going to motivate you? If the leaders are not motivating you, you need business people to motivate you. Because business people will have what they call a success model. We did this and we invested in this, and that is why we are here today. That's what this accelerator was all about. It was to bring people together so that we share ideas, open our minds, open our eyes to possibilities out there and locally. Sometimes we sit here, we don't see opportunities, but somebody comes and takes our soil somewhere. They start exporting soil. I mean, you know, we don't know whether that's an opportunity, but we need to have people open us up to see what we can do here and outside. And we need to stop thinking regional, stop thinking Kenya, stop thinking Uganda, Tanzania. Think global. We are now in a global village. That's I think the key takeaway from this. We need to think global. The minute we stop thinking about just Kenya investing here, doing anything here, some of you, some of the young people today are making money in China and they're sitting here in Nairobi, or they're making money in the US. Why is that? It's because we're thinking global. We have to stop thinking regional or local or country. Yeah. I don't give up. Keep fighting and keep going at it. Keep doing what makes you happy. The minute you enjoy what you do, money comes. Yeah? But if you're chasing money, don't chase money. Chase what you want to do. Let the money chase you.